Hi everyone, this is Sharon, the Night Owl Scrapper, and today I wanted to share with you the different tutorials on the glitter cards that I made, the microfine glitter cards. I've been meaning to get this out for several weeks now, but I've been quite busy. But I have been getting so many requests to do it, so I wanted to share with you what we're going to do. We're going to be doing like this kind of background. I'm going to try to show you how you can layer to get this. I'm probably going to do the owl. I know if you remember the owl card that I made. I'm going to show you how to do that because a lot of people were wondering. And I'm also going to teach you how to do this one because they're all different techniques with the glitter. So what we're going to be using, the Jewel Glitter Ritz microfine glitters. I have them in several colors, and then this particular one you see here, I have no dot on the top, because all these you see the dot on the top. These are just the way I store them, my color. I use a regular glue dot, just put it on the top, then get some of the glitter and burnish it over there in the top, so then when I store them like this, I could see which color each container has. So that's just it. You're also going to need a soft bristle brush. This particular one is an excellent one. It's the 3/4 Royal Soft Grip SG1400. I got this brush at a scrapbook expo, and this brush is perfect for glitter. It's specific for glitter and only for glitter because the glitter doesn't stick to it. So it's great to just clean up your projects once you're done because it's perfect. The glitter never, gets stuck in here. You don't have to clean it. It just does not stick. So you need a brush. You'll also need, for one of the techniques, Copic markers. I have several that I'm going to use, in the color scheme that I'm going to use. You also need, with your Copic markers, your colorless blender. That's very important. You're going to need some punches. I have several that I'm going to use here. And then what glues everything together with it, which is the Sook Wang tape, is it comes in a different shapes and sizes. They come in rolls. They also come in sheets, like this one. 8.5 by 11 sheets. That's how I like them because I can die cut them and do whatever I want. But they also come in rolls. So we're going to use these. I have just scraps of things that I've done. You see, you can die cut them with your machines. You can cut them with your scissors. You can cut them with your punches. And basically your glitter design is going to take the shape of whatever you cut this into. Also going to be using this tape. This is just some sticky tape I have. I don't know if it's score tape, but it's very similar to the score tape. It's just like the red line tape, but the white version that you can rip out. And that's what I'm going to use to do this background. But you could also use the sheets like this, just cut it into strips. It was just going to be a little bit more tedious if you do it that way, but that's what I'm using. And also you're going to need some of these peel-off sheets. You can find these peel-offs at mostly stamp stores, and a lot of local scrapbook stores have these. They used to be really, really popular. They're great for these techniques that I'm going to show you. They come in a variety of colors. I specifically have gold. I have clear. These you can even alcohol inked and change the color of them. And then I have some in the black. So this one's the one I used for my butterfly card, and they come in tons of designs. They have borders. You're also going to need a scrap piece of paper just to, capture all the glitter when I'm using it, and then I'm going to be able to put it back in my jar. So the first technique I'm going to show you is the one that is using the Copic markers to get this look on the card. And I've already die cut a piece of the Sook Wang tape onto some cardstock. And what that means is I just took the tape, took a square piece and glued it to a piece of cardstock, and then I die cut it using my Circles Nestabilities die. So there's the tape cut out into a circle. This is the cardstock. It's just plain ivory cardstock, cream cardstock. And I already took, you know, one of the layers off, because remember the Suquang tape is two-sided tape. So when I peel this off, this is going to be sticky, and this is what's going to capture my glitter. So that's what I just did there. And for this technique, I'm using the Crystal Glitterits, the transparent microfine glitter in the warm highlight. That's the color. And the reason I'm using this glitter is because I'm going to use Copic markers to color it. And this is a transparent glitter. This has no color. I'm just going to take, see, the top part off. And you're going to reveal the adhesive. Now, you do not want to touch this because this is extremely sticky, and if you touch it, it will get the sticky off. I'm going to take my glitter, and I'm going to very lightly just put a tiny little bit. A little bit goes a long way, and I'll show you what I mean by it. This is called the burnished velvet technique, and it's because you're burnishing the glitter to the tape. So first off, what I'm going to do is just spread the glitter nicely all over the circle. I don't want to have any stickiness showing. I want all the stickiness to be covered in glitter. So then once I'm done spreading it around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and put pressure onto the glitter and just burnish it to the tape. And you're going to feel that it's a little rough because it's glitter, but you're going to burnish it to the tape until it's completely smooth. You're going to feel it. Your finger is going to tell you that you're doing your job, because the smoother it gets, the better the glitter is on the tape. You want to make sure that your glitter is really on there nicely. So again, I'm going to go over it again, and you're going to feel right now that it's completely smooth in there. If there's an area that doesn't feel smooth, that means that you haven't burnished the glitter properly. So I think that's pretty much it. So that's how it looks. That's the glitter in the background. Shake off the excess. We're going to take the peel off that we're going to use in this piece from this pack. So let me zoom out a little bit just so you can see. This is a very delicate part of this because these peel offs are extremely delicate. A lot of people like using their tweezers for this. I particularly don't, but just because I just don't like using tweezers too much unless I'm embossing or something. And yes, you're going to end up with glitter all over, in your face, everywhere. So just be aware of that. So what you're going to do is this is just like a regular sticker. You're going to peel off the outline of the butterfly you're going to use in this case. So, as you can see, look at this. It's very delicate. And maybe this is going to be a two-parter, this video, because I'm going to show you the other techniques, how I did the rest of the things, and it might take a while. So this is my butterfly, see? And now I'm going to glue it to my piece. You gotta be very gentle, but the good thing about this is that you can definitely control this. Like, you can shape it as you go. There you go. So it's not hard, you just gotta be very delicate with it. And I wouldn't suggest you picking up the parts up and down, like sticking it and re-sticking it, because you're just going to take the glitter off, and also you're going to take the adhesive off of the actual butterfly. So be aware that once you set it down, that's it. So for example, I think I put it way off to the side, so I might have to cut this, but I'm going to see if I can move it in somehow. Make it fit in here in the circle. So what we're gonna do now, how we give color, so that turns into this. It's just basically using your Copic markers. So we're going to blend just like you would on paper, except on this kind of surface, you're gonna have to be very, very careful because it is glitter and it's alcohol ink that we're dealing with. So you don't want to put a lot of ink in this because it will spill out of the lines and then you'll ruin your design. And what I mean by that is you just put enough ink for it to move around in there, because it will. It's alcohol ink and it's on a non-porous surface, so it will spread quickly. So let's just start with R22. I'm just going to do one part, or actually I'm going to do just the body of the butterfly so you get an idea on how to do it, because we won't have time for all the other techniques. I'm going to start with my light color, and this one I'm using Y21, and all I'm doing is I'm coloring, and I'm just using the feathering technique because I don't want to go in circles, because the longer I leave my tip on the butterfly, on the glitter, the more ink that's going to be flowing there. So what I'm going to be doing here is just trying not to leave the tip too long on there. Just enough to get the ink flowing and to color in those areas. Also, you don't want to be lifting with your Copic tip the glitter, because you don't want to ruin this tip. So again, be very gentle, and then don't leave the tip in there for too long. So as you can see, I'm just shading in like I would, you know, any coloring a regular image. See? And that's it. That's how you do it. And then that's how you start coloring in. Then you can go back and blend in a little, just like you would in regular coloring. So basically that's the basics to make this card. So that's how you get all the depth. You get all the depth with all the colors that you use in your image. So that is technique number one that I wanted to share.